Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be testing out those mining sites in the Winter Nexus event. There are some volatile ice fields, I believe it's what they're called, ice fields. We'll see if you can mine ice there. I mean, I'm guessing from the name you can mine ice there, but this is going to be the first time I'm checking these out. Maybe you can also mine regular rocks, we'll see. I'm here using a Procurer. The reason I'm using a Procurer is because it's a pretty tanky ship and not too expensive. The fit I've got is still slightly expensive. You can see 85 million. And I'm actually surprised. Why is it this expensive? Because it's not usually this expensive for Procurer. Is it these? Oh, okay. All those modules I had in my cargo that were very, very valuable. Okay. So this ship here is focusing on tank because I have a worry that there's going to be gankers, because these are like fixed locations where there's lots of ice fields, so I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people doing this, and it's going to be a haven for gankers to go and take them out. And I can already see in the local that there are a lot of red people here, which I usually have red people marked as gankers. So we'll hopefully get out of this alive. I don't think we will die because this ship naturally is really powerful, so it's not usually going to be the typical ship a ganker will want to get at you. So we'll undock here and check this out. I've got the ice miners equipped, or the ice harvesters, and I've got also some modulated strip miners in case there are rocks to mine as well, so we could refit. I'm in one of these Winter Nexus or winter weather storms. This is called a strong volatile ice storm. You can find these if you go in the map and you go in the cog and go in the geography tab. See geography and statistics and type metaliminal storm. So then you just go to the ones with like a yellow, orange, or red dots. So here's a metaliminal storm, here, and it'll very likely be one of these. And that is in high sec, because in high sec you don't usually have these metaliminal weather effects unless it's a volatile ice storm or this kind of event weathers, because this is like a type of metaliminal storm. You otherwise don't usually find metaliminal storms in high sec. Okay, so we're going to probe scanner. So we've got lots of combat sites which we could potentially do, but we can't do that in a Procurer. So we'll warp to one of these volatile ice fields. See how that'll go. It's important for me to activate my multispectrum shield hardeners. I didn't want to get popped there. A very cool view, actually. Okay, let's start warping. What do we have here? I'm guessing that there will be some gankers somewhere because there's quite a few in the system. And there's not a whole lot of ice fields either. Now, ice mining usually is a bit better than mining rocks because they're just valued a lot, and also because ice fields, generally speaking, like normal ice fields, not these kind of event ones, they don't usually exist that frequently, whereas the ore fields with a bunch of rocks, they are all over the place in asteroid belts. So ice is a bit harder to come by, that's why it's usually a bit more valuable. So when you find it, it's usually good to take it. But now we can actually find a lot of ice probably here. I'll see how this is. I've never done this before, as I said before, so maybe it could be very unprofitable, but maybe it could be profitable at the same time. You've got these Winter Nexus challenges you could do. So those are always good to claim because you can get then these challenges to give skins. See here? I unlock this filament. Then we've got other boosters and skins. And just remember that it is also very good if you've not done it to claim these rewards here, because they have very good skill point rewards. The last one is 250,000 here, total of like 500,000 throughout the whole event. Okay, let's see, where can we find these ice fields? See 07 in chat. See now, we've got some. Okay, so we've got some volatile ice. So we can go to these ones here. There's not so much going on. There's no one who's picked them. There's an endurance over there. And there is a Hulk and endurance. I think an endurance would probably be quite good because the endurance is a frigate and it's very fast. We're not at all fast here with this 100 meters a second that we've got going on. That's a bit unfortunate. We're going to have to cruise about 15 kilometers, I believe. Or not even 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers, because this only has a 10 kilometer range. Is it possible to use the miners? We'll see if we can use the miner drones on these. I don't think you can, but it's not a valid target. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Which is closer? That one's closer. Okay, these ice asteroids look pretty cool. Actually, no, they don't. From a distance, they look pretty cool, but up close, they look really bad. Look at that. It looks like a 2010 game graphics here. I think it could be that the LOD system is a bit glitched because the textures look really bad quality. Could it be that I've got that super resolution setting on because there's an AMD FSR? No, I've not got that on. Okay. But from afar, they look pretty good, but up close, they do not look that good. I wonder what these fellow miners are doing over here. And there's also this faded ice process as well. I think that what you can do is you can take... Now, this is just my guess. I could be wrong. But I think that if you mine this ice, and then you take it to this guy here, he's going to process it into valuable ice. That's my guess. You can see if it says any information here. This heavily converted orca has been set up as a mobile volatile ice processing facility by the Outer Ring Excavations. This processor operates in high security space and takes a faded volatile ice ore in exchange for an ore green salvage package. Okay, so an ore green salvage package. Okay, so I guess that what the goal is here is to just exchange these ores that you mine, or these ice ores, for these salvage packages. Because I'm guessing that this ore is not going to be able to be sold or have any practical use except exchanging it here. Various salvage items obtained by ore through combat operations or filtered out of processed ice are offered in trade for useful ice ores. Okay. Probably there's like some loyalty point store or something like that, which you can then exchange these salvage crates perhaps, or something else. You can take a look. Or salvage. There's nothing here. If we look in the contracts, we can sometimes see items that don't exist in the market. Let's see, contract search or salvage crate. No, there doesn't seem to be anything with salvage crate. It's strange. Salvage crate, no. Okay. Ice, maybe? There's maybe an ice that you can buy. I don't think you would be able to sell this, but it could be. In the planetary infrastructure, no. Ice micing drones, okay, nothing there. Manufacturing blue ice. Blue ice, compressed blue ice. Okay, I don't think there's anything particular here that we can use. We'll start mining this then. I think that it's definitely a good idea to go with an endurance, because look at this long distance I had to travel. Unless I were to have an MWD on this, but then I don't think it would really be worth it anyway. Because then you're sort of missing out a lot of tank by removing a mid-slot. See here, a lot of tank is removed. And going with a Procurer, the main reason I would go for a Procurer is because it's got some good tank. You can see here, endurance, or we can compare the yield. So we have 5.8 cubic meters a second, so then we've got 11.6 a second. And if we'll go with an endurance, T1ND, Resource Wars, because an endurance has bonuses to ice harvesting, I believe. Oh, cluster initiation. No, don't shut down cluster. I don't want to shut down ice harvester. You can see here, ice harvester. Go ship equipment and ice harvester 2. That's what we could use. Actually, I don't think we're able to use that ice mining laser. Can only use one. Okay. And then we can't put any charges either. So, oh, look at that. This actually mines more than a Procurer. I think, though, it will have a smaller ore hold, though, so you'll have to warp in and out a lot quicker, but I like this. This is a... You can see in the description, perhaps, of the attributes. Mining hold capacity, 19,000. And we have a capacity of 16,000. Oh! So the endurance is actually basically better than the Procurer in every kind of way. The only thing it would be worse in is, though, its tank. That is definitely something the Procurer will take home. But otherwise, I think that you definitely should not use a Procurer like I'm doing here, even though I think it looks like a very cool ship. I think you should use an endurance, which we might test next time. You can see if we get endurance. Can maybe even make some good fits here. Probably an MWD would be suited. Then put like a harvester, put some basic drones in there with some nice medium shield extenders. You'd have a pretty tanky boy that would be able to sustain some NPCs, maybe even some small ganks if there's like a one catalyst trying to gank you. But if you're in a tiny frigate, then you should be able to just warp out quickly so without getting ganked, because you're going to be a lot more mobile than a big hulky Procurer. Okay, we're going to soon get our first cycle in. We'll go to that volatile orca. See if we can exchange some ore. Oh, my ship's cargo hold is full. Oh, I already had some. Wait, can we deposit jettison? Jettison. Yes, come on. Okay, good. Whew. I want to just at least see one item. So we completely wasted that first volatile ice, and we got a second one here. So can we find? We can't see. Can we find this in the contracts now? Faded volatile ice. Okay, we can see in the market. What is that? Faded. No, we can't. Okay, so it's not available for trade in the market. If we go in the activities and go in the contracts, faded volatile. Okay, so we can't find it actually in either contracts or the market. So these are probably purely a trade good. Okay. So if we warp here, I think that's going to be quicker than going 29 kilometers and 100 meters a second. Then we can check what the orca offers in exchange for this ore over here. Let's warp to that Raitaru. That's 10 AU away. But we can't go to something that's 30 kilometers away because we're so slow. Okay. So we warp out. And then we'll warp back in. And see, we've got fading volatile ice field. Yes, we had our mining drones, I didn't forget. Because that's a tendency with mining drones. It's a bit easy to forget them as they are very slow. So if you had them far out, it's going to take them a long time to get back to you. So I'm just used to clicking a hotkey, which is Shift F. And then I just get my drones back to my drone bay. But the thing is, I'm used to that just happening by itself. Sometimes I warp out and think, well, I press Shift F. Well, yeah, I did press Shift F, but the drones were far out. They didn't manage to have enough time to get back to the drone bay. If the drones are very slow, I have a even more tendency to do that, and I'm sure other people have that tendency as well, because these drones are not fast. They are very slow. And speaking of fast, is a fast time until the server shut down. So we'll check after the server shut down what kind of exchange we can get for our ore. If we look here, only 500 meters a second. They're pretty slow for being drones. Drones are usually pretty zippy. It's still quicker than us, but it's slow for a drone. The small light drones, they can go many kilometers a second. So I'm not sure if the sites will still exist when the downtime has occurred. Otherwise, we can just find a new one. They seem to be pretty easy to come by, these fields. So we'll be back in due time. Alright, so I'm back here in the Procurer. We're going to look for those orchids and see if we can exchange these ice crystals for any valuable materials. I'm quite curious what you get in exchange for them. So we'll go to this faded volatile ice field. I can't do that while warping. No. This Procurer has the Garista skin. I think it looks so cool. Unfortunately, it is a bit dirty, so I need to clean this a bit. Like that. There we go. A bit shinier. Procurer. Or commandeered acceleration gate. It's commandeered. It's a very special one. Does it have any particular restrictions? Attributes. It doesn't say any particular ship requirements there. Okay, there we go. So we've got the orca over there. And there's a lot of ice rocks, ice asteroids, because this is a fresh site, I believe, because I logged out right next to an acceleration gate and there was nothing there when I got back from downtime. So I'm guessing that everything is respawned and refreshed here. You can already see that there's a Procurer out here. Getting to work. But I think an endurance is a lot better option. Faster mining, bigger cargo hold, and it's just going to be really quick to zip around to the asteroids as well. So when you've filled up your cargo, then you can, or you've destroyed the asteroid, you can move around very quickly. You're going to warp fast and actually travel fast between the asteroids. Just open this up. Faded volatile ice. Oh, okay, we need to have some input required. Okay, so you need 7 to get a processing to go through. So you know what we'll do next time? We'll go and use an endurance, and we're going to mine this to be able to get 7 of these ice fields. I think this is going to take too long going in the Procurer because it just feels unnecessary amount of time warping around, or not warping around, but just traveling around at this slow speeds. So next time we'll go with an endurance. But we at least learnt that a Procurer is perhaps not the most optimal ship for this kind of activity. And what these sites entails you having to bring in the this Orca. We'll see what we can get for it next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's enough for now. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.